So land navigation at OCS, a lot of people are fearful of this. I'm gonna say don't be. There was only for my class, there was only I think 3 people who got recycled because of land navigation. Um, and to be honest with you, it's not hard. Man, that's subjective, but it's not hard at all. If you think about it, out of 160 people, only 3 people failed. Let's do the math real quick. That is 3 out of 165. That is only barely 2% of the class that failed, 1.8%. And you'll be fine. A lot of times the cadre members will say, hey, don't use the trails, don't use the trails. And that's exactly what I did. I would dead reckon. And for those of you that don't know, dead reckoning literally just means like you're just blazing a path, like your own path, like to the point, right? So you shoot an azimuth, you estimate a distance, and then you just go straight on that azimuth for that distance, climbing above trees, just putting your head down and going through shrubs and all of that. And you can dead reckon, which is exactly what I did. But you can't help but notice that there's a trail to the right of you that isn't going straight, but it's kind of going sideways and around things. But you always see it like throughout the whole entire time you're dead reckoning. And then once you get to the point, you realize that trail like ends up leading to that point. And what you realize too is that like a lot of trails will lead you to the point. You'll have like days there where you could practice. So honestly, I would practice different techniques. I would practice taking nothing but trails, and then I would practice just dead reckoning. They might say this at OCS depending on who your cadre is, but they have OSIT. They have the infantry basic training there. They have IBOLIC, ABOLIC, and there are people on that course every single day or close to every single day that are trying to find the same points as you are. So a lot of points, trails, I mean, they've already been made. So yes, you can dead reckon, but if you dead reckon and you're kind of getting close and you see a trail nearby, most likely that trail will probably take you to that point. So that being said, because of that aspect alone, land navigation isn't hard. However, it is a little bit subjective, and I've said this in another video. You kind of have to luck out because not all maps are made the same. Every map is different, and so you might have a map where 5 points are like for me, like on test day, and on the pre-test day, I had 5 points that took up like 2 square blocks that were touching on the corners from each other. So like the amount of space that I had to go was not far at all. It was just all right there. Versus I know some people, like I had a friend of mine who had to literally go around all of Red Diamond, but his points were easy. He just had to do the whole, like literally go around the whole entire place. I know some people who might have 4 paths that are, 300 plus meters off the main road, and that's way tougher than, somebody who has 100-meter targets that are, off roads. And I'll be honest, you will have to do land navigation at night. Not night, I guess it's early in the morning. So leave by 5 to 7 is dark, and then from 7 to 9 is light. So I mean, they'll tell you all of this at basic training, or sorry, not basic training, OCS. Go for the easy points first, especially in the dark. Dead reckoning in the dark is pretty tough, and unless you're really confident, I wouldn't do it. So just go for the easy points in the dark, and then if you have to backtrack for the harder points at the light, and just run around. But it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, a lot of adrenaline, since it's really pitch black, like you can't see anything. But it's really cool because you're on your own. But you'll have a lot of practice before, during, and I think you have a pre-test where if you get 5 points out of 5, you don't have to do the actual test. You have the pre-test. If you don't get that, you have the actual test. And I believe you have 2 more chances after that to pass land navigation. So there's plenty of opportunities. The worst that happens is that you lose points each day after the official test day. That counts towards the OML. But again, either get a lower score on the OML or get recycled, right? and it's not hard. Just simplify it, dumb it down, and you'll be fine.